Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. Mitch is here. No, probably not. But I just came on for a minute. Hey, what's up, Ron? Tommy J. Patty, how you doing? And that's it. Okay, cool. Seven people. Maui's here. How you doing, Maui? So in case anybody didn't know, here's the. Let's see, where are they? It looks like they added some new stuff here. This is brownies. They had two bear colored, one that could be brown, brownish black, and the rest black. She only had six puppies, and they we did. She's having a little black. Harder time with being a mom than Cookie is still here over here. But we did bring. She doesn't have as much milk. She was the fatter one, Brownie. And last night, my wife brought in one of the puppies from her deal and put her on Cookie, and Cookie's full of milk, and she sucked it down. So anyway, so we ended up with 6 and 7, lucky 13. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. 6 new kittens. Cool. And let's see. I want to know. Let's see. Was only 1 week on Phuket, 1 week on Samui. That's who's that? You in Phuket now? Who's in Phuket? What am I missing here? Anyway, hey Daniel, how you doing? Glad you could make it. So a bunch of dogs, and the kids are out of school now until after Sokran. But they have a party day on the 11th or something, Monday or Tuesday of next week, and then they'll come home for whatever it is, a month and a half. Hey Craig, how you doing? Yeah, the dog whisperer. They're cute as hell, man. Like they're all down here on the floor. She's gone. These guys are getting big. I like the way they lay on each other and but they're getting big, especially after seeing. I think it's almost a week's time difference in the puppies over there. They're like this, and these guys are almost damn near twice as long. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of people want these. Want the labs. I'm talking about people. My wife put them on Facebook or something, but I don't know what she's selling. I think 3,000 or 3,500 bought with their first shot. So I mean, probably a lot of money to a Thai person. $100, I guess. Is what that? What is that? What is that? What that is? And then that would be. But a couple of people have called my wife and wanted to buy them all. We'll take them all. They want to buy them all for like 2,500 or something, and then they'll pick them up and get them their first shots and take them all. But my wife, I don't think she's going to do that. We got one, like I said, promised to Gino and his wife, and they're going to come, I think, after Sokran, May maybe, and pick up the puppy, look at the puppy. It's kind of hard for them to. Hey, Jake, did you see the two that? I didn't move over. Let me see, because I got that. That's a video. Let me see if I can move over a clip. There, two of the puppies were. Where is this? Was it not going to show up, or didn't I? I didn't move them, did I? No, I didn't download them. Anyway, I guess I could show the clip real quick. Two of them are bear colored puppies, so and they look a lot more even colored in this picture here. They I don't know how the heck to turn down that volume, but you can see them right there in the middle. I don't get that good of a picture of them, but they're definitely, I guess, I don't know, what do they call them? Tan? I don't know, beige. and they're both
It's like two.
females. So there was three of each, three females, three males. She had, and then there was four females, three males that Cookie that just walked behind me had. She's checking out her puppies. Let me see. Like clean their ass. And, I guess it's good. Otherwise, there'd probably be shit all over the floor. Let me go back. Wow, 15 messages already. Comments? What you guys talking about? Oh, everybody's labs. Black, chocolate, and yellow. Oh, yellow. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Kenny. um, but yeah, they are. They're cute little buggers, and they're perfect sized dogs. They're not. Bear's pretty big, but like Cookie and Heidi, or Cookie and Brownie, they're normal size. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? You're at a wedding, Mitch is. Um, let's see. So anyway, what else happened? I didn't get to do the little video. I'm going to try to do it after this live stream. There was more stuff that I had to do than I thought. We did get rain here, a very light rain this morning. Ground was wet, kayaks wet, but which is I kind of like I kind of like it. So once it starts pouring, I probably won't like it quite as much. But so I'll try to do that today, and then I'm going to dismantle it. I got pretty much it's 99.9 now done. A couple of holes I've got to drill into things. Hey Randy, how you doing? Glad to see you. But oh really? Cool. You want to train one for me? I'll send you Bear. I really wanted to try to check into that here, and the only place that I could really find is the police training facility in Kauai. But they don't. They just want the dog, and then I don't want to really turn him over to somewhere where I can't even come. It's a long way to come even visit him. And plus, I wanted to be in on the kind of the training of him, but I never got around to it. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. But yeah, but happy with they're all cute as hell. They're getting ready to eat now. She's a good mama. She lays down, herds them all in, and puts them in here. I don't know what this new screen thing is. What is this? Okay, they got a couple of new things here on StreamYard. Hey Al, how you doing? But yeah, so we'll have to see. My wife's going with her friend this morning. She'll be gone most of the day, so I'll kind of have to be watching the puppies. But I'm going to try to do that little video, and I told my wife next week I want to when the kids are here, I want to get the kayak loaded up and go over midweek next week, maybe, depending on when they get here. Me time for a trim? We're here. Yeah, I just did it. I need to do it again, I guess. A webcam for the puppy bed. Yeah, people probably watch it. Probably watch more than they watch the videos or these live streams. But it's still fun. I don't care. Still going minus negative. I'll have to show you guys. It's kind of interesting. And there was a one time it was like minus 20 in a period of time, but I don't know if you guys can, because we were like 2,750 subscribers here. Let me share the screen. I think it's pretty interesting. Let's see, where is it? Facebook channel board. There it is. There, share. Okay, you guys should see it now. Let me see if I can. Will this make it? Oh, that makes it bigger. Okay. Oh, it automatically did that. Okay, that must be that new thing. I don't know if you could see it, but right down under the 2,696, it says within the last 28 days, and that's a -5 there. So 5 in the last, but over 50 in the last month or so. I don't know. Could be just YouTube. I don't have a clue. I don't know that much about it, but it yeah, see, it does it automatically. That's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Tilt your camera down just an inch so we can see the pups. Okay, let me do that. Let me see. Not very good tilter, I guess. There we go. How's that? Is that better? How about if I take me completely out of it? It'll just be the live stream. Boy, when I shade that camera, that white balance goes out. There we go. All right. How's that? Everybody like that view? All right, no problem. But I don't know if America. Yeah, Patty, where are you from? Norway? Is it Norway? Could be wrong. So, going to try to get the. What I'm going to plan on doing is, and I haven't even measured it yet. That cover that I had my truck and the trailer under. I don't know exactly how wide, but it's got to be. I don't know. It's got to be 18, 20 wide and 20 deep or so. That's going to be the garage. I'm only going to have my truck in there, so I'll have half of that space for my, scooters, bench, tools, air conditioned space. And then outside, where I'm just going to put a cover over the trailer and park it outside. That way, I don't need to make the enclosed part as big. And I wanted it to be taller in case I did want to bring the trailer in to work on it or whatever. I didn't want to have to worry about hitting the back of that deal. So what I'm going to do, they've got it in the ground about, 2 foot deep because it was temporary because it's on somebody else's property. So what I think I'm going to have them do is bring it up and then get some steel plates and weld it to the bottom of those 4x4 steel posts, then pour some big concrete footings there with bolts, big, 3/4 inch or something bolts, and then bolt it down, and then run the footings all the way around and start the block wall. So we might start that. I didn't really want to do any more work on it until we sold the other place, but to get that moved, it probably won't be that much money, so I'll probably go ahead and do that. I'd like to get that done. I'd like to get at least the footings put around and the slab poured in, so that way I could at least have the truck and whatever I want in there for now out of the mud. And then I think I'm going to run. I don't know. I don't want to be backing the damn thing down a muddy, crappy, shitty, road that's got gravel like what I've been dealing with. I don't want to deal with that. So I'll probably, it doesn't have to be that wide. I think I can back it down fairly straight. Have a pretty good big mouth on it, and then have it come down in the front, and then maybe 10 feet wide would probably be plenty, all the way back, and that way I can back it down and do what I'm going to do back there. So, hey Ralph, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Download. So that's going to be probably the first project over there. They did come. Of course, I didn't get any video, being the superb YouTuber that I am. But the government came, and I guess it's weird. The reason that it took like 2 months since she did it the same day. It cost 8,000 baht to get the 8 corners mark, which I thought I was getting double charged. They got to charge by the corner because I didn't need the 2 middle ones. I only needed that done once. So whatever, it doesn't matter. We're in Thailand, but they had to send letters out. There was all the people that owned the property surrounding it were here. One came and rode her scooter. The one that owns the property right behind the monks, which would be right on the other side of our new property. She drove like 25 kilometers on her little scooter to be here, and then my wife, and my mother-in-law, they sat in the trailer and they had the air conditioner on and all that stuff, and then they did show up, and but I didn't know. And then they had to sign a letter, I guess, saying, yeah, we approve of the markings. I don't know what it was. I had to go back to the government. My wife had to come home. This was day before yesterday. They did that. And then yesterday she came home twice to bring letters and sign stuff with the government to get it all finished. So I guess whatever she had to get done is done now. So, we do want to put a wall up of some sort. I'm kind of thinking like Kenny did. I had to talk to him about, instead of mine where we got like 4 or 5 concrete slide-in pieces, I was going to put like 2 and then put a metal. I think it'll be cheaper. I'm trying to think on the cheapest basis. Maybe it'll be cheaper to dump the concrete. I don't know, but it's got to be up high enough so we can let the dogs run amok and they can't get out of. I was just worried about Poncho and Heidi. I mean, it only have to be that high. They can't get over it. But you got to get that done. Probably put a nice wall and gate in the front, and then we got to build the house. I'm hoping to do it for $500,000. We'll have to see, and I'm hoping to make it 2-bedroom because they're going to be small bedrooms. Maybe make them 10 foot by 10 foot, or something like that, or 12 by 10. Because I don't think having the 2 bedrooms might be nice for my mother-in-law. If she has friends coming over, or, other family comes in, they can stay. Plus we'll have a room there. Plus I'll have a room in my house now because my original man cave of that big bedroom that my mother and father-in-law are in was supposed to be my man cave. So once they move into the new house, on the other side of the wall, that'll be a guest room. Throw a couple of beds in there and make it nice. But yeah, so then the house will get built, and then they're already planting everything. The lady that I was worried about, rumors were saying that the lady behind us was going to build apartments. I don't want apartments that close to my, of course they got to stay a meter off, but a 2-story apartment building. I was staring out my back. Well, she told my wife must have said something, or my mother-in-law said something to her day before yesterday, and she said, "No, we don't want to be bothered. They're older, getting older. We don't want to be bothered. In fact, if you guys want to plant whatever you want to plant, long mean, whatever you want to plant on the property, no problem." So gave them the okay to do that. So now they'll have more farming land. I haven't done a video. My wife put up a couple of things on Facebook. If you guys are friends with her on there, or me, of mushrooms. We built a room. She's getting these oyster mushrooms that are phenomenal out of there. It's kind of an interesting thing. I'd at least do a little short on it. And then right next to it, that has to be dark. It's kind of blacked out. And then next to it is a chicken coop. And we did only have 1 rooster. Now we've got a rooster and I think 6 hens of some sort. So we'll have to see. So that they put up that building. We built that a while ago before anything got done. Hey, Nikki. Appreciate it. Hey, Johnny. You really another? Yeah. It's what it is I didn't. The only way that I was going to buy anything and do anything else here in Thailand is if we got one of the pieces of land on either side of the house. When this came up, in fact, the lady that I said came over for 25 kilometers on her scooter, she's selling hers for $750. That's what I said. Between $700 and $800 is a very fair price for the lot size, and we got both of those for $820. So it was kind of hard to pass up. But what I told my wife is I'll put it up and put it in there. But that's they might need a Harley next week money and whatever deal. So I said I want your mom and dad to get a chunk of money, but let's sell the house, which is already in my wife's name. If you guys are familiar with Thai stuff here, that the daughter gets the dwelling and they did that a while ago. And they're all for that. They're fine. So I said, at least get, I think it's worth a 2.5, maybe 3 million. So maybe put, 500,000 or 1 million something in the bank for my mother and father-in-law, and then take the money, pay back. I'm going to have about 1 million laid out between that, raising the land for 70 and doing the 8,000, marking the corners and the shit that I'm doing out of pocket here. Pay me back, and then still have 1 million to make the improvements for the wall for the 2 bedrooms. So I'm going to try to have to keep it. Her here in Surin, her other aunt built a little nice size. I went over to the house blessing and stuff. Outside covered parking and outside kitchen. 1 bedroom with an air conditioner, nice sized living room, small inside kitchen, and 1 bathroom for 500,000. And she hired people to do it. It wasn't the family that did it. If I'm missing something, guys, put up questions. He said, Ray, how you doing? Yeah, having fun anyway. Hey, CJ. And I did say hi to Johnny, I think. But so I think it could be done. Extra money for enclosing the my garage type thing, and a garage door and a man door and the tool bench and all that kind of stuff. I'll pay out of pocket for, but and probably most of the concrete coming in. So, but it's not going to be much. But I got I didn't do a video on that too. I got the 750 back. I got to do a little. Maybe I'll do a short or something on that too. Maybe I should do a short on the mushrooms, short on the dogs, and a short on the 750. I got new chrome handles and stuff for it. They have to go on. A new set of mirrors. One of them got broke. I got those the other day, and that should be ready to go. The running boards are fine. I had them just weld them in place. They were a shitty pair. They don't really offer per se, running boards that I've seen. Excuse me, for the shadow. So I just bought them universal ones, and they worked, but they were just flimsy. I said, just weld the damn things. Find a good position. And I wrote it, put my feet on it, and it's fine. What my problem is on a round front control foot peg, with my feet being numb, putting it on there, it's just uncomfortable. Riding the 350 on the Forza, my feet are just almost like they will be on the Shadow. So got plenty of power. Still got a little back, little pop. It's got all new jets, new carburetor, new everything in it. He says he's got a guru on the 750, says it's somebody has been Mickeyed him out. This exhaust isn't for this bike. The only time that I've seen this exhaust is for a 600. So it's either restrictive or whatever, but it's not going to be when I get done with it, because I'm going to put, whatever 2-inch straight pipes on it. They're expensive. I might just get a black pair for now. They're like 7,000 baht. But to get a chrome pair of something shotgun type things coming out, you want like 14,000 baht. So I don't know. I'll spend money on stupid shit, and sometimes I amaze myself. All right, Nikki, have a good one. You can't hear anything over the PA system. You're at a wedding. Let's see what. As long as you're on the phone. Yeah, and everybody's happy. I mean, they're on top of the world. I mean, they can do gardening now. They love their farming stuff, man. And I do too. I mean, the mushrooms are delicious. They're awesome. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that hit up mushroom farming in Thailand. My wife bought these things, and we had the guy build a deal to set these little jars in. And I guess they go for, I don't know, a while, not just one thing, but they'll come out 3 days that, big clusters like this, coming out of. I think she's got 500 of them in there. And then I guess 3 or 4 times they'll do that. And then you got to buy these little seeded pots again. Or I guess you can figure out how to do it yourself. I don't know. Not worth it. They're like nothing, 20 baht or something. They're cheap. But yeah, so that it's an interesting thing. I was kind of amazed, and even some of the ones that I watched on YouTube, the guy 24, 48 hours, the things went from nothing to these big, giant, massive deals. So I guess it depends on humidity, that kind of stuff, temperature, and all that kind of stuff. So ours is on the cheaper side. There's no fans moving air or dehumidifiers or humidifiers or anything in there. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Who went tonight? Oh, to Nikki. And Jake going to bed too? Is that what's up, Jake? I think. Just got an additional 12. I saw that. I watched your videos. I watched your video. He's your last supposedly your last Social Security update, but I did watch that. That's pretty cool. And then you said also, if you guys haven't a chance, watch Craig's video. You're getting because they've been robbing you for 60% of your Social Security forever, and starting, I think you said April 3rd. You get yours on the 3rd. That's when I get mine. Uh, you'll find out, but you're supposed to get the full amount, which would be, I mean, doubling your Social Security's got to be a. I guess the beers are on you when I come here. But that's cool. So if you guys haven't had a chance to watch, oh, hey James, how you doing? Watch Craig's video on Social Security. It's a good one to watch. No, okay, Jake's here. You guys got to visit a view of the puppies. They're all in there now. Look at them. They're getting big. At least you got the puppy. Maybe I should just put the puppies on and I'll get some views, right? She's eyeing a new purse. That a gal. Oh, two. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, so I'm hoping to do the little short video on the kayak, disassemble it, get it out to where I want it, and get ready for the kids to come. I think they'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe, or something. So towards the end of that week, I'm gonna make them. They'll like going. They'll. It's only 15 minutes from here, the reservoir. And somebody asked me about the name of the reservoir, so I got to get the name of the reservoir. I haven't yet. I should ask my wife. She probably knows it off the top of her head. That way I can put a tripod up. I'm going to have her bring. She's got my full size Canon. Have her bring that. I got my lenses here, and get something with a semi telephoto that's still decent quality, and do some video from afar once I do get out there. And then and she's pretty good. She does a good job. Uh, and get it out there and see how it's going to run. I think it's going to be fine with that little motor. I'm really hoping for the best. First of all, I don't want to spend 7,000 baht for a 40-pound thrust motor, and it's heavier, so I'm adding even more weight. I'm already concerned about the weight, so I got to how it sits in the water. That's going to determine everything. But hopefully it'll sit halfway deep. Hey Jay, how you doing? I don't know. I'm guessing that's from Australia. Is that what an age pension is? Yeah, everybody in the United States, depending now how long you worked, how much you paid into Social Security, and they average everything out, and that's how you get most. I'm going to say the average person is probably somewhere around 2,000, maybe between 2 and 25. If you really had a high paying job, maybe up 3,200, I think is the maximum a month USD. But the average person is probably right around 2,000. But the way what Craig, and he'll explain it in his videos, but because he worked for, I think, the government and teaching and all this, they cut his, for some reason, I don't know, this act. You can punch it in if you're still there, Craig. This act that they put in, this law, cut his deal by, he thought it was 50%, but in the video I watched this morning of him, they took 60% of his Social Security, which I don't understand. But I don't understand a lot of crap that happens with politics and what they do, and never have. That's why I never talk too much about politics. It's a hard subject to talk about. People are so adamant in their mind that I some things I guess I'm more objective because I'm nothing. I'm a nothing. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a nothing. So it's easy for me to look at things, and like I said before, the biggest thing that I see is, and I seen it in that little deal that they did the other night. It looked like a bunch of 12-year-olds with their little signs and shit. And it, both sides, doesn't matter. I don't want to get into big discussions. The Democrats are just as bad as the Republicans, and the Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats. But they don't care. They don't care about the people. None of them. None of them. Maybe Trump a little bit, but they're all crooked. They're all is a politician, more crooked than a businessman? No, they're about the same, But I just don't understand. They don't care about people. Like I said before, my biggest thing, whether it be Republican or Democrat, is, oh, look at this would be so great for the people. Oh, wait, it was their side that brought that up. Everybody vote no. Doesn't matter that it's good for the people. No one gives a shit, So I don't know, but I don't want to get into a big thing on that. When you kill a crap load of chickens, the eggs are going to go up. But I don't know, like I said, it shouldn't be such a, if you've got something in your heart and you believe it in your brain, you should, be adamant about it. But I don't know. I want to take a consensus, and then I'll get away from this deal. Regardless whether it was Democrats or Republicans that did what happened 2 or 3 nights ago in that address, right? Are you embarrassed to be an American? Because I am. I'm embarrassed. If someone would come up to me and say, oh, so where are you from? I want to say, Germany. Yeah, from Germany. Yeah, direct descendant, and I bleed red, white, and blue. I mean, I'm an American, and I've never been so embarrassed and looked at that and said, what are we, back in junior high school? Are we 12? I don't understand it. So just a consensus. Do you feel embarrassed to tell somebody you're an American? I'm very embarrassed. And like I said, it doesn't matter to me whether it was, Democrat, Republican, or whatever. But these little signs and walking out and, I've got a bunch of buddies of mine that they hate Trump. They hate him, and they're all union guys. And the only thing that I found when I was union, one of my last retirements was from the Operating Engineers Union. And the only thing I'll say about that is that they sent me stuff saying, we're not going to tell you the way that we want you to vote, but here's the way everybody's voting. We're voting for this and this and this and this. And I never paid much attention. I just threw it in the trash. But it seems like the unions are that way. And the unions kind of walked away from it. I don't know. It's a hard subject to discuss because people get heated, in it. But it didn't matter. But I just thought it was, and I saw the same thing when Biden did his thing, whatever it was, 4 years ago. And yeah, but how do you not clap for a kid that has had brain cancer and is sort of beating it? And how do you not clap for someone that was killed by a illegal immigrant? Or how do you do that? Did they just say, we're just not clapping for shit, is what they got in their mind? Either way, I saw it with Biden too. No one wanted, of course, it wasn't as bad because there wasn't as many stuff brought up about this one or that one. But I don't know. I just feel embarrassed. But anyway, we'll get away from that now. So, uh, but so anyway, back to me. Kayak. Hopefully, I'll get that out. Hopefully, I don't fall in the water. I know you guys are all wishing for that, but I'm hoping that I don't. And hoping it works. Hoping I've got enough freeboard, that I'm above water and not sinking would be good too. I'll have to get. Yeah, I haven't got a chance. I did see your Blue Pipe special this morning, but I haven't watched it yet. So if you guys would please watch Kenny and some it's videos. Excuse me. He's doing something on irrigation. So there you go. You have federal election. I don't know much about the Australia is like the parliament type stuff, right? I don't know. It's like England's their whatever government. I don't know that much about it. I don't know much about retirement and stuff like that. I feel that the stuff that I see, America, according to the people that I've talked to, like Mark and the people there are Brock. I haven't really gotten a consensus that they get as much as I think a fair chunk, most of them, from Social Security. I mean, because if you're in the $2,500 Social Security retirement, deal, you can live here no problem. Because I really think that 2,000, 2,500 is the magic number for a person coming to Thailand, not a drinker, not going to carouse and go out and eat out a couple of times, do a little bit of traveling and stuff like that. I think that 2,500 is a magic number here in Thailand. Now, again, depends on what happens with the bot against anything. But I don't know exactly how Australia does theirs or how they do it. But in America, that's what they do. Is Mark here? Mark, they posted because of this. Yeah, I just don't know exactly how it works. I mean, it doesn't seem as, from what I've heard and stuff, unless somebody explains it to me better, that it doesn't seem as good as what we're getting in the U.S. There's Mark. Sweden. What did I say? Norway? That was a question I asked, an hour ago. Sorry about that, Patty. But Sweden. Okay, cool. Known a couple of Swedes here, motorcycle people. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Yeah, with me, I don't know if it made a difference, but um, I how come that won't go away? Oh, did I freeze? No. Huh, I don't know. I'm not frozen, am I? It won't let me take that comment or switch to another comment now. Somebody let me know if I'm still live. Uh, I don't know if it was because my whole youth growing up. Um, Somebody let me know if the video is good and stuff. Put up a new one. Or sweet. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Thanks, Jake. uh, it. I ran amok, and it was the time too. It was late '60s, early '70s. Free love, um, but just had so many women, and California, sunny California, Malibu, um, you know, everything was, it was just an awesome time to live as far as I'm concerned, or grow up, and an awesome place to live was. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine any place better. Put it that way. But it, I don't know after I got married, when I got married, the first time even, I was pretty much done with it. I would have, breaking up with this one, you have that period where you would, hit as many bars as possible, and or at least that's how I got over women. The hardest part was when they have your children. You're screwed, and you're tied to this person for at least 18 years. That made it a nightmare because the one I was tied to, I would have just as soon strangled than she was a nightmare. But anyway, how come it won't? Huh? It won't go away. Let's see if I do this. Huh, it won't let me do anything. Won't let me do this? No. Huh. Let's see if it. Huh. Won't let me do anything. Well, as long as I'm still live, we'll have to deal with it. But I don't know. The only thing that I would say, Al, is there's so many good women here in Thailand to date and stuff. To to each their own. I can't cast any stones. It doesn't work for me. I did so much shit in my life. I can't throw stones at glass houses. But I don't know. I've always had a. Have I ever done it? Yeah, once in my life. Did I pay for that? When I was young, we were having fun out partying one night and got out in the valley and ran into a place and that was it. That was it. But it was so you didn't need to, like I said, in the early 70s and stuff, it was and everybody said, oh, look at me. I mean, I'm not some stud or anything, but I had motorcycles and I had that lifestyle, and it seemed like the women they like that bad boy deal, and the people used to tell me all the time they're just screwing you for your motorcycle. I said, well, I'm planning on getting another one, so hopefully I'll get twice as many. I don't care what they, what or why they're doing it. I'm just happy they're doing it. But so I don't know to come here and uh, you know do what you're doing and staying in. But God bless you. To each their own. Like I said, it was not my cup of tea. When I came after I lost this one, uh, I thought it was done. I was done anyway. I thought it was over. I would never imagine that I'd have what I have today, and I'm in total amazement. But I got everything that I wanted, except I don't see an ocean out my window. That's about it. Everything else has been taken care of. But she goes to bed at 9 o'clock. She, takes care of me and will till I take my last breath. I didn't want to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, boom, 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 and headaches and drinking, and just wasn't my cup of tea at all. Didn't want nothing to do with it. But like I said, hey, if somebody wants to come here at 60 years old, 70 years old, and run amok, hey, you never did it in your life. God bless you. Go do it. You couldn't pick a better place to do it, right? I don't agree, and I feel bad for. I'm sure that some of the women that are there that are doing it because they love it, man. They want it. They got. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been around what I would consider a nymphomaniac, but I have had the pleasure of a couple, two or three in my lifetime. But I think some of them are like that. But I'm going to say the majority are there. I can only send 1,000 baht home a month to my family selling soup on the road, or I can work in the bars and send them 20-30,000 baht a month. So you got to do what you got to do. Like I said, I can't throw stones. I would never put anybody down for what they've done or doing for what they figured they had to do. Well, during my life, I did whatever I needed to do to take care of my family, to handle my shit, to make sure everything was okay, make sure I had a roof over my head. Whatever that meant doing to take care of my family, I would have done it and have done it. So I can't say anything bad about the women that work in the bars. Um, they're doing what they feel they have to do. I think the majority of them. That's why I get people ask me all the time. What do you think? Can bar girls make good wives? I know people that are with bar girls that have been. I don't know them personally. Of 30, 40 years. So yeah, it depends on, are they there because woohoo, I just can't wait to tear into 150 guys next week, or are they there going, this isn't my cup of tea, but mom and dad are taken care of, and grandma and grandpa are taken care of, and my kids are taken care of, and this is what I feel I have to do. Sure, why not? They're just people. They're just human beings. But like I said, I think the majority of them are not. But to get back to the original thing is, there's a bunch of women out there would love to. It depends. If variety is the spice of life, and you've got to have a new face or something like that, then you got to do what you got to do. But I don't know. At me, at 62 years old, 30 years plus with and losing somebody, that's not what I was looking for. But there's a lot of people out there that do. That hence says the popularity of Patea to live there. Uh, is Gino here? I know that. Well, I've been in touch with them because they're the ones that are getting the dog, and so I actually talked to them versus Facebook Messenger the other day. Yeah, good people, great people. But yeah, so they got to pick one because they got a bunch of trips planned and stuff, so they're not going to be able to make it out here until I believe it was May. I think was the last one we were talking, was the last that I had heard. Well, you're saying that because Paul's in Huahin, Huahin. I don't know however you say it. Oh, it's working now. Okay, good. Thought I was broken. Um, Maui Howie. Ah, you poor bastard. You're subject. You have this. You're subject. What'd you do? Did you do something bad in your life, Paul? Did you have to be subject to Maui and DJ every day? Yeah, good people. Just kidding. Had a great time when I went there. That Acapulco's, I think, is the name of it, or Jalapenos. I've been thinking about that place since I left, whatever, a month and a half ago. Let's see. Can you hear me talking, Patty? Uh, Jalapenos. That's what I thought. Yeah, really good, man. I like it. I liked it. I thought it was awesome. Um, I'm ready. If I ever go through that, which I will, I'll be going. I'll be going there. I don't know when is Maui still here, or did you leave Maui? Because I don't know what when you got planned. Or when are you coming here? In case you didn't know, Maui's wife. This is her homeland, Surin. So I know they don't. I know I can't remember, and I'm sorry if I screw this up. But one of her parents passed away, and about a year ago, I think, and that's why they came. I think more often. I think that they'll. I think the impression that I got was that they're going to be still coming, but not as frequently. But I'm sure that he'll answer that question eventually. But yeah, so I don't know. To get back on that, I know I don't know what you're younger, I think too, Al, if I'm not mistaken. Are you 55 yet? I don't even know. But like I said, each their own. Doesn't really. That wasn't my cup of tea. Uh, but there's just so many. It's just like wide open here for women between, I'm going to say, 40 and 55 or so. For God, the people that are coming here that are getting Social Security, 62, 65-year-olds. It was ideal for me. I was 62. She was 45. Nitnoy was. No, 40, 39. I'm horrible. She was 39. Okay, that's a little bit younger. But it, you know, the the women absolutely gorgeous. 40 years old, 45 years old, are in. I don't want to say that their self esteem is low. They just they're more than likely the ideal conditions for what I see most men want. They don't want babies, most of them. I'm glad that I had my kids. I wouldn't want I wouldn't have changed anything with what I have. But a lot of guys, well, I've got four, 2-year-olds. Oh shit, But more than likely, a 40, 45-year-old woman, even if she did have kids, they're gone. They're grown and gone. The only thing you got to, here in Thailand anyway, uh, their babies might come back to a woman that's in that age group. But for the most part, they're not. And like I said, 2,000, 2,500 a month is a lot of money to a Thai person. You consider, an average thing of 600 a month, in pay if they're working 600, 700. A real good job, maybe, maybe $1,000 US. So somebody that wants to come and take care of them and travel and form a relationship with at $2,500 a month. Besides, if you didn't have a pension or any other income, it's a lot of money. They're not necessarily looking for a guy that's got 10 million US dollars in the bank. It's not. I don't think. I mean, would they be happy? Sure. Who wouldn't? Right. But I don't know. But there's a lot of them out there. Just started working out at the beginning of February to get back in shape. Long periods without working makes it harder each year. How old are you? Did you say? Or you don't have to say. Again, anybody that's watching this, I'll ask a lot of questions. By all means, you're not obligated to answer me at all. Just be respectful. That's all. Let's see. Jay's saying, if a Thai woman asks you if you eat, yeah, exactly. Now you're taking exactly. My wife came in this morning. You forgot to take your medicine. Brought me coffee. Uh, have you eaten? Did you take your medicine? Yeah, yeah. It's a definite telltale sign for sure. Is it always correct? Not always, but for the most part. Let's see. Tell me. Uh, waiting for him to live stream. Paul didn't want to do it. Oh, 58. Okay, so you are kind of an old bastard. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just too old, set in my ways, wanting to go out and listen to boom 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 in a bar with a 25, 30-year-old girl. Ain't my cup of tea. But like I said, hey, each their own. And the money, I mean, not that that's a complete, force or reason or whatever to do it, but it's like, I don't know. It seems like a waste of money to me. I don't. I don't know. Hmm. Has it been? Wow, it's all been almost an hour. I have paper. What have I? Did I cuss a lot? Boom, boom, wide open, naughty boy. Did I? I got to watch that. You guys know that I do that. My case down the road. In case you guys are watching, my grandkids, kids, my great grandkids. If you went on YouTube to watch crazy old grandpa and see what he had to say, I try not to cuss for you. Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. I'm telling you. It just, for one thing, like when we were meeting up and going in place, even when I had the bar in Simi Valley, when the band would take a break and then they come in and the disco guys or whatever that we had hired, they want to crank the freaking music up. It's like, give me 10 or 15 minutes. I want to talk to a couple of people that I met here. If I have to scream to talk to you and you're right here, that's not my ideal conditions when I was younger. It didn't make a difference. I was so hammered. I probably wasn't making sense. And, I only had one thing on my mind and that was it. But let's see. My wife just turned 60. Anyone know if it's possible? It's possible, but probably highly unlikely that your wife would go for it. Let's see. What did Craig say? What did I miss? Don't tell my wife. No, we'll keep everything here. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it comes a certain time in your life, and it all depends on. Now, like I said, money is a determining factor, right? Okay, I've got enough money that I consider, even though I don't have my Social Security, I'm 60 years old. I'm going to, this is for Americans. I'm going to collect it at 62, but I've got enough money put away that I can just sail through 2 years, no problem, But, but I couldn't. So now I can't retire until then because I'm going to be spending an extra 60,000 baht a month on chasing women and drinking. So, it all depends, I guess. Me, I wanted to retire as early as possible. And I tell everybody, if you can retire 1 hour earlier than you thought you could, retire. And don't come back to me and say, oh, this guy on YouTube said retire anytime you want, early. No, only if you can afford to. By all means do. And I don't know enough about for Americans, go and watch YouTube or talk to somebody that knows more about financial stuff. When I was checking stuff out years and years ago, it didn't make much sense to wait after 62 to collect Social Security. You're not guaranteed a day after 62. You're not guaranteed 62. So I would take whatever the government will give me when I was 62. But lay out your life, and what you got to do. My problem was I never was on a budget. If I needed more money, I went out and made more money. It wasn't, so when I got here, I told you guys the story. I said, okay, 2,500 baht a day should be plenty, So I went to the bank the first time I was here, got, 60,000 baht worth of hundreds, 50s, 20s, and put them in stacks of 2,500 a day, 30 days. And at the end of the first day, I still had, 1,800 baht or something. And that was with buying my 3 packs of cigarettes and eating 3 meals out and, hitting coffee in the morning and smoothies and whatever. So I came to the realization that, I think I could meet my budget. But, that budget is going to be drastically different if you're chasing women and drinking every night. You can start pulling Canadian at 60. Yeah, see, I don't know that much about Canadian pension, or that's pension. Do they have a security and Social Security, a government? Here, you're an old bastard. We give you so much a month. They do here in Thailand. I think my mother-in-law gets 500 baht a month, $15. My father-in-law, because he's older, I think he gets 750 or something every month. So he gets $20. So, and they're happy to get it. So I don't know. Let's see, but I don't know that much about Canadian, Australian, even UK. I'll have to talk with. Maybe I'll have to get these panels up again and put Brock on here, and maybe Mark, and maybe Al, somebody from Canada, somebody from Australia, somebody from the UK, and see exactly how that'll work. Because I only really know, like I said, that I'm feel confident telling people about is from the USA, our Social Security system. Australian retirement 67, or get Johnny on. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll try to put something together. Won't give me one. They won't give you 1 cent. That's because you keep going to work. You don't. you won't give retirement a chance. And I'm just screwing with Mark. We have a long, ongoing little poke. Yeah, it's what Johnny said. 67. In the United States, it's 62. You can start drawing a reduced amount, and the longer you wait up to 67 or later, but 67 I think is when you can get full Social Security too. But like I said, and the analysts and stuff that deal with numbers, the ones I saw on YouTube a while back, 90% of them said take it at 62, and they went through the numbers, and because of this and that, and you divide this by pi, and whatever the hell they came up with, I believed them because they were in a higher percentage. As far as 90% of them were saying do it, but I didn't have to make that choice. I was on Social Security disability, and at 67, Social Security disability just automatically rolls into Social Security. No change of money or nothing. Stays the same. Union pension at 63. Now, okay, then I'll put this question to you. If you could retire right now here in Thailand because you have this much money saved that will get you through to 63, right? That's where you need to go, to 63. Would you retire now, or would you chase women and come to Thailand a month every year and work for the rest till you're 63? What would you rather do? Hey, traveler, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Been very busy for me. Hope everyone. I think everybody semi well. I was sickly a little bit here and there, but I'm a lot better now. I feel it too, and I haven't weighed myself, but I can tell I lost weight too, just by the way clothes kind of fit. But I hope you're doing well. Everybody say hi to Traveler. Good man. Mitch says that he's going up on the stage in a G-string. He might be. You never know. Yeah, we got. I think we're going to have a wedding to go to soon too. Where my wife went this morning. That's her best buddy. She's going over with her mom and the boyfriend, and I think they want to do a wedding. So 6 someone live stand. That was. Could you imagine? I can't even get that out of my mind now. If I actually had to see it, it would be etched in there forever. So no, don't do that. After running away around sunset of our lives, when I chase one wild weekend. I don't know, man. Like I said, it was, I wanted to retire, and like it was, my wife was 60 years old, man. Did I think 60 was older than dirt when I was 20? God, I'll never live that long, you know. But in reality, is it old, especially for a woman? No, it sucked. All the people in her family passed away at early ages from cancer. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't change a thing. I couldn't have sat for 2 years and orchestrated on paper any way to my end of days any better than the way they've worked out on their own. No help from me, but from my wife, Nitnoy. She's the one that made my dreams come true, I guess. Full retirement age is, yeah. When the Operating Engineers Union, and I think it was a Barack Obama, um, when he was in or something. I can't remember who it was. So maybe somebody knows. He's told all these retirements don't have enough money in their pensions. So ours, this was the funniest thing in the world, kind of threw a little bit of a wrench into our retirement age was 55. So that's when I had planned and put everything together. And 50 would be better, but 55 will work. And they bumped it up to 65 and they changed and they had the audacity, the union had the audacity to say, but as soon as we can change it back, we're going to change it back to 55. Said I'll be so dead and buried and gone, and my kids and their grandkids and they'll all be dead before that happens. But they had the balls to say it. But yeah, it was 55, and they changed it to 65. Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, Bobby waited until he was 70 and got above the max, I think. Because I think at 62, you take the reduced deal, and at 67, you can get full. And at 70, you can get above full. You get more than your full deal if you wait. But like I said, the numbers don't work, I guess, according to what I read. They don't pencil out, especially if you die at 63, right? Then it really doesn't pencil out. Or at 66, right? Let's see. Is that what that was? Yeah, the one that it wasn't Reagan. The one that is, I think it was Obama. What year was Obama in? I don't even remember. I'm horrible. Maybe it was before. Anyway, it was just said, the retirement, these retirements don't have enough money in their retirement funds. So they had to do something. Let's see. JFK, 62. Showing your age now. Depressed here just looking at my countdown timer. It says 91 days, and now I have to add 2 years to that. Why is that? Why you have to do that? Ralph, I don't understand why you'd have to do that. I have two very good pensions, so my wife and I are very comfortable here, but I'd still like to be there. Yeah, I would. I wish I could meet you. I'd like that. When I started working in retirement was 50 for women. No, it was 50 for women and 55 for men. Now it's 67 across the board. Well, at least the women got their equality, right? I wonder if they're bitching about that. Uh, I'll tell Mama she's got the wrong idea. It was a good idea, but thank you for your input, dear. That's just me, Ralph. Uh, well, that's a bummer. Like I said, man, I don't know. How old are you? How old are you, Ralph? It would have been, let's see, where are you at? No, I'm back here. 91 days and add 2 years to that. So how old are you? The only reason I say half this crap and everybody can take it with whatever you want. We're not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow. That's the problem that I have. Hey Andy, how you doing? Glad you can make it. But we're not guaranteed it. So that's why and Chris is a perfect example. They kept on, hey, just do a couple more movies. Just help us with this. And he got to do a little bit of traveling to Thailand for a little while, a couple of Hong Kong and Philippines, little trips like mini vacations. But he didn't get to. He could have experienced 2 or 3 years of doing what he wanted to do. Did I say that's going to happen? Don't know. Um, but like I said, if it's feasible and you have the money, I would take I can either retire now or an hour from now. I'm going to retire now. So we'll see. Yeah, that's an amazing. That happens to most everybody. 65 this month. Yeah, you know, I don't know. All of my you're close to me. I'm 68, but my friends are starting to drop dead now. So before it was, family, guys that were up in there in age, but now my wife was 60. Another friend of mine was 62. Some were young, 58, 55. Uh, but we're not guaranteed shit, man. Um, I don't know. I'm enjoying my life here. I'm glad I did what I did. It worked out perfect for me. I got no complaints. If I did, no one would listen anyway. But I had I've got a good life. I've got no complaints. Except I could bitch and moan, with the best of them. But the ocean thing, I'm Jones, and we're gonna go. We're gonna be right on the ocean, Sokran. I can never pronounce the over by Tarat, Kochang, the Chottenberry, where they got the gems and whatever. Uh, but we're going to be over there for a week, the whole family, right on the beach, bungalows, Thai style resort. They got 4 bungalows across the front, and then it goes back. Uh, and like I said, my wife, how far is it away from the seafood market? And they have barbecues right there. They got charcoal right there. So she's planning on probably sending me into the poorhouse buying seafood. But that should be fun. Right on the water. I'm going to take the kayak if it doesn't sink when I go next week. I'll take the kayak. My wife told me that when she's no longer in the picture, she wants me to go meet her. You got a hell of a woman, boy. I'll tell you, and she got a hell of a husband, from what I know. Um, yeah, let's hope that's way off in the future. But it would have been nice, Maybe still never know. Some millionaire might pop out and say, "I'm willing to pay for a private jet, and we're going to take you over to Thailand, and you're going to retire there." But hey, Rob, how you doing? I've worked 45 years of my life. Social Security sucks. You go into the pool, can't get out unless the government allows. This is not a democracy. But how old are you, Rob? Um, Multi-millionaire like you. No, no, no multi-millionaires. Not here. My wife says if she passes before me, I'm to report to soy conflict. Well, I hope you got a camera in your hand. I want to see that. Uh, my wife goes, "I'm done, man." She goes, I'm done. I'm, I just can't see. I said that before too. So I don't know, but there's too many. I think, or I know. Okay, that first off, um, my children here were semi abandoned. Not really. They still see their father once a year or something, and but monetarily and emotionally and everything, he doesn't support them too much. But I wouldn't want them to have another dude leave them, high and dry. Um, I know that I would stay here. There wouldn't be any questions asked. And I'd just stay here until I go. If I did get the inclination, I'd say, I'm going to go to Pattaya for a week, you know, once every 3 months or something, whatever I need, and go get taken care of and come back home. But I wouldn't leave them. No way, ain't gonna happen. Now you're thinking like, what cats? The kids, yeah, it's nice coming back to haunt you. Life on the Thai farm. I'm not sure that I would survive. So, yeah, boy. I know I wouldn't. Craig might. He's full of piss and vinegar. Me, I don't know. They'd probably damn near kill me. Yeah, it's fun stuff, right? When are you coming back, Jake? Next time we got to meet up or something. I got it now. I feel better. I'm gonna take a trip. I'm probably gonna take it. Well, my friends are coming from Phoenix right after Sokran for a week. So I'm gonna drive to. I'm gonna fly to Bangkok, meet them at their gate, get them on a transfer back to Buriram, and then I'm gonna spend 2 days here at the house, and then we're gonna take in the truck. We're gonna go to Koh Chang for 5 days, and then from Koh Chang to Pattaya for 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and then I'm going to drive them over to Bangkok. 10 days later, put them on a plane, and then drive home. So maybe when I drop them off, maybe I'll come from Bangkok and come spend a couple of days in Pattaya. I'll have already been gone for 7 days, so I'll have to see how I feel, but maybe we'll see. He'll be back in May. Got to switch phones. uh, but yeah, I don't know. Do I still think that I gotta get my screen here? It's driving me crazy. There we go, right on my face. Um, it Thailand. I still believe. I know that Vietnam is real cost effective. Is that a way to say it? But for the government and the way that things are here in Thailand, and from what I've seen, and I haven't seen a bunch of places, but this is meets all the criteria for people that want to come here. If they're scared of medical, man, don't be. This is I got better care here than I got in the United States. Put it that way. Um, so if that's a problem, know that there is, unless you're elderly, 80, you might have a problem trying to find insurance. But I think up until 70 and stuff like that, and even at 70, he's going to have to pay a little bit more for it. But everything else is so reasonable. Where you're staying, and if you're a single guy or man, um, I wouldn't buy anything. I'd be renting up the yin yang, and if I had a decent chunk of money, I'd be renting on a high level, 180 degrees of ocean view, and maybe not necessarily right in the heart of Pattaya or something, but somewhere, you know, on the outskirts or something would be nice. So I don't know. It's still the ideal spot for me, and I say that with a great smile because I don't really want people to come. It's already too crowded now, so we'll see. Late May or June, cool. All right, I'll be. I'm wide open after. I think that Gino and them are going to come in May, first week or two of May. So I don't think I have anything else planned after that. Maybe the U.S. will run for a week. I don't know yet. I didn't go to Kochang this time around. My lady friend from there was in one of the central provinces. Which one? That's right. I remember that you had somebody there. It's just my favorite island. I like it. My wife likes it. The family likes it. We're not going this year. She wanted something a little bit different. Plus, we stay at the Serenity, and Toby's last trip was last year, and so no one wanted the weird feeling. So we're going to bring Pancho and Heidi to this new, not my idea of a 5-star resort, but it's not necessarily for me. I can go and do that kind of stuff anytime I want. The family, it's going to be fun for them. We got 3 of those. They're like knockdown houses, and right, right out in front, there's the beach. So it should be ideal for the kayak. And as long as the wind isn't going crazy or any kind of roughness, I have no clue until I get there. I'll probably do some fishing out in the ocean there. I know my father-in-law will be throwing the net and stuff too. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it, but it's still no swimming pool. Not necessarily that. I could go in the ocean, but we'll see. We'll probably go to a different place after that. Day and work in the day and lives and works. You must be talking. You're probably talking to someone else. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about somebody you both know. Okay. Uh, I hope so. I hope so. I'm hoping that this kayak is, that I don't sink it. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. I know it's going to be stable because it's got the outriggers on it. But and I'm going to have them all the way down, so it's going to take some of the weight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and it depends on how it turns. And I'm not looking. It should be fine. We'll find out here shortly, within a week or so. Let's see. Yeah, probably the end of next week. The kids are coming the 12th, I think, and then a couple of days. So maybe like when Thursday or Friday of next week, I'll have them go with me. It's only 15 minutes, 10 minutes from here to the reservoir here in Surin, and they can help me if I need help getting it in the water or whatever, and then they can film from the shore and stuff like that. I won't torture them and make them sit there all day. I'll get out there and make an hour run around, make sure everything's working the way that I had hoped, and then I'll come back in. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what it's like. I got to get in the water, so we'll see. There might be a way that I could move um, batteries up front. So I have to see what it's going to be like. We'll have to see. Can you guys still see the dog cam? Ooh. There, that view is even better. You don't have to look at my face. And she wants to know, what are you doing? They're getting big, and they are healthy as hell. Of course, I made her go and get, whatever vitamins they've been giving both the girls, prenatal vitamins and stuff, which I don't think they get too much here in Thailand. But the puppies are healthy, so don't try to turn the kayak. No, no, I'll remember that tip, Jay. Um, they just are. I like that. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, it's about what time is it? Been an hour and 25 minutes. So it's only 9:40. I started a little bit early, 8:15. Um, I might start. I might start these on Saturday at 8:30 because my wife's no, or maybe earlier, 8 o'clock. I'm going to stick with that because the earlier the better. So today she had stuff to go do and run around. What I'll probably do is put I think I'm going to just take the clutch and the assemblies for the handlebars. They're kind of shitty, so I ordered new chrome ones. I got those. I got new chrome mirrors, and I'm probably going to get those straight pipes. And if I do that, I'm just going to have the guy do it all at once and let it go. It's definitely not loud enough. Going to meet Maui for coffee now, or should I say mixed berry frappe? All right, Paul, take it easy. Thanks for coming by. We're not going to be too much longer. We'll see. Oh, I said that before, but you'll see. I need a little drink. Oh, I got some. You have what? Let's see. I have a huge birthday party tonight in my leave pass for the stamp for the wee hours tomorrow. I'll come by and see you when I come that way. For sure, Mark. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You want photos? Mom. Wow. So that's the basic gist of what's going to go on. The truck, The only thing I want to do on the truck, I noticed that I got to get the trailer and the truck on completely level ground where I know there's a place up the street. I think it's, I think the trailer is dipping down in the front just slightly, and that could attribute to a little bit of a problem. So I've got the ability to bring it up an inch. I got the ability to bring it up as far as I want. So I'm gonna probably do that, put it on there, and see where I'm at level wise. Got to do that this week. I want to try to get do a little video on the before I do the maiden voyage of the kayak. I want to do a little video on the shadow, and what else do I have to do? That's pretty much it. And then the next ones that'll be coming out will be probably. I've got a couple of ideas for some other content stuff, so I might do that. But for the family stuff, it's going to be April 12th, Sokran. I don't think I have anything in March. I'll have to see. So I got to get a couple of videos out. I got to do something. I've kind of missed the editing stuff, so I got to go. In order to do the editing, I got to go do a freaking video. So maybe I'll do one on maybe the property over here, maybe that mushroom deal over there, what we have planned, where we have it planned to go. We'll all right, Jake, take it easy. Thanks for coming. Maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do one on that, and then maybe I'll incorporate the land one with the little video of the dogs, both of them. I haven't went and checked this morning. Brownie out front, but they're all cute. These guys are getting big. Like I said, they've I don't know, in a week. I want to say they've grown quite a bit. Yeah, the big C. Yeah, it just I don't know. We're not guaranteed crap, man, in this life. And like I said, I don't really want people to come to Thailand, but I feel like if I don't tell you guys really how nice or how much I like it anyway. Between the temperature, the humidity is probably the biggest bitch about that. Um, the the amount of sunshine here, the ability to travel, the dollar or whatever your currency is to the baht, um, it just all just meshes together perfectly. At least for me, like I said, if you've got $1,000,000 a week to spend, you can go anywhere you want. But if you've only got this much, you can get this much out of it here in Thailand. And as far as I'm concerned, live a better life, than what you could get, at least of what I see in the United States, unless you want to live in a complete shithole, then you can make your dollars stretch there, but you're still going to pay, an enormous amount of food. The biggest thing I was surprised when I was in the States a year ago was the price of crap in the market, because I hadn't been back pretty much and looked at stuff in almost 6 years, 5 years, 6 years. Was the price of like steaks and stuff, just food. I'm like, wow. And then I see stuff here, and if you're going to go with high end steaks and stuff like that, can you spend the money here? Sure, you can. You can spend as much as you want. You can get whatever beef you want. But for the most part, the food, and I want to say the food, if you eat, if you like Thai food and you like, that kind of stuff, and, stay away from the hamburger joints and the steak joints and the commercialized buying Cocoa Pebbles and Peter Pan butter, Peter Pan peanut butter, stuff like that. You can have plenty of money if you're in that window, like I said, right between 2 and 25. 25 would be ideal, what I would consider ideal. But yeah, the eggs, I don't even know how much are eggs. They're cheap here, right? I know they're expensive. There's a gal called, what is it, Musala 101, I think it is. And I started watching her a while ago. She's in the United States, Thai gal, um, and she's really into motorcycles, and that's probably why I started watching her. But she's over there, and she was in the, I think, Sam's Club or something, buying big flats of eggs and stuff. They had only two, and you can only buy this many, and the prices looked outrageous. But yeah, they did. No, but I don't even know what they are here. I think somebody video, maybe Chuck's or somebody I watched recently. They were in a store, and I can tell you exactly what they. Oh, my wife sent me something. See, it didn't notify me. Said Tune come to work today. I didn't see him. Oh, she sent me pictures. Oh, they're all sitting in the house. This is kind of a weird ordeal. I'll have to explain it to you someday. It's my wife's best friend. We could not see him. I don't know what it would do. Her best friend and her mom, and it's a weird deal. I'll do it. It's an interesting story. 64. Yeah, like I said, that it don't. New Thai teacher. That's what this one here. Now that you mentioned that, she's been the school that we brought and did uh, um, some of the that where we gave the 55-inch TV and stuff to. That's Mem's school, or was. She now is my wife went with her and had to stand up for her or whatever. She's now a teacher for the government schools, a big school now. So just recently, like a week ago. Uh, so she's happy, and her mom's really proud of her. And they all met up and stuff. So we'll have to. Yeah, I lost so many so young, man. I lost one. I told you guys that I was most of the time I would meet somebody, and then when I met them, I would go to their house, and I would had more in common with their brothers that were 2, 3, 4 years older. That's why 5 years older. That's why most of the guys that I knew went to Vietnam and died in Vietnam or died when they got back. But it was I lost one at 45, one at 50 or 48, one at 50, uh, one at 56, one at 58. I'm just off the top of my head. But and like I said, the weird thing about it is 90% of the people that have passed, or 90% pretty much of the people that I grew up with, were alcoholics or still are alcoholics. Um, and if someone tells me that alcohol does not shorten your life, or they're full of shit. Uh, I mean, there's people like George Burns and stuff drinking and smoking until he's 100, but for the majority, I want to say it shortened their lives. You need a Thai teacher. My wife won't teach me. Yeah, she doesn't want you to know what you're saying exactly. You got that exactly right. Mine's the other way around. She wants me to learn. I'm just, with this the pitches and the tones, and I'm afraid I'm going to tell you to go f yourself when I meant to say I love you. So I just got no, swati karap. I can say a few things, up and cup. I can. That's it. That's I should know more, and I'm actually embarrassed because, like I said, if I was a big an asshole, that I was 35, 40 years ago, if you were Thai and you moved next to me and came out and started talking, first thing out of my mouth, I know it. Now it wouldn't be now. Would have been, you're an American now. Learn to speak English. Get away from me. you know. So I feel like a hypocrite, and even though I wouldn't do that now, I would have at one point in my life, and I was a horrible person, you know. But I just got it. It's hard. First off, it's like Spanish. The little bit of Spanish stuff that I know is uh, like I see the dog I see. You know, it's backwards to me. So not only is Thai backwards, it's all these tones, and you could say you say one word 10 different ways, and it means 10 different things. So if your tone's off, you could be telling someone to go get screwed. You know, so I'm having a hard time. I don't think I think I'm too old. I'm one of those. I'm too old a dog to learn new tricks, and a new trick would be Thai. Mitch. I think could do it. I can't. And I see people like Craig and Fluent as far as I'm concerned, and some of even Chuck. You know, he can get by no problem. Me ain't gonna happen. Let's see. Heart healthy. Um, yeah, my pump isn't the greatest, but it I got 2 stents in there. They haven't checked me for that in a while, and I'm sure my regular doctor is my heart doctor. I see him. I'm going to see him on the 14th, I think. So in a few days, every 3 months. Now I should find out that obstetric or whatever, opetric, whatever that shot is. Um, I should find out on the 14th. He said that it should be available in oral, a pill, which would be awesome. So I'm hoping I'll find out. You guys will be the first to know. Get that out of the way and get that done. How expensive it's going to be, I don't know. But I get reimbursed for it. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't had any pains in my chest. I don't feel like it. I get that buildup of, fluid around my lungs, which isn't great. But I don't know. I need to get healthier. I need to go to the gym. I feel, but I feel good right now. I feel better. But I just need to get out there and do it. And it's hard when the knees are. I'm going to check into stem cells again, even though my doctor. I didn't ask you guys about how the sound was, but I must imagine it must be okay. Somebody would have bitched about it. Um, but just to get in light stuff, just light weights, and get on the bike, no resistance, just move around more. I'm trying to move around more here, and I am walking, even though it's painful. I move around way more than I did even 2 weeks ago. So everything's headed in the right direction. I just need to control it. My doctor said, you can live as long as you want. It's up to you, man. So he basically threw the ball back in my court. So I've been, eating a salad occasionally. I had her buy me tilapia. I kind of steam it with onions, tomatoes, green olives, and I've been eating that once a day pretty much. And then I will take some hamburger, and I got little tortillas, and I'll put a little bit of cheese in there and cook the hamburger up with a bunch of Thai chili and uh, sliced olives, mushrooms, avocado on that, and make a little small quesadilla. And then I eat the probably what I'll have for lunch today is the I use spaghetti and clams. Uh, Real easy to do. I can go in there and everything's frozen. I found that I could get fresh clams from Macro, but I don't see any reason to. The flavor's there. If I just put them in there, let them open and cook in there, and then take them and just throw them out, meat and all, I only take maybe 15 little clams. Um, I don't get any grit. And then a handful of the little baby pieces in there, let them go real quick, and I don't know, 10 minutes from start to finish. It's real easy. So I did a video on that, uh, but that's pretty much my diet right now. I'm incorporating the fish more. I think. In fact, I might even I'll have the fish for dinner. Um, I'll have the I'll have the pasta for lunch. But I shouldn't have a lot of that stuff, especially with the diabetes. Or I should be whole wheat, and I'm not. I am whole wheat on a lot of the tortillas. The whole wheat pasta is, it's okay, but I don't eat that much pasta. So, well, I do probably. Let's see. Okay, you guys are just. Yeah, I got to look into it. They're really having good luck with it. The doctors, every doctor, as soon as I mention stem cells, I think it's because they don't know enough about it. They're like, no, 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 no. Anything that I've ever asked about stem cells, multiple different doctors over the years, no, 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 no. But I think I don't really want to have another surgery, man. I know me. If I do that and I have to do any kind of come out of recovery and do I don't think I'll do it, man. I think I'll be crippled. I'm tired of pain, and now you want to increase the pain to give me less pain down the road, which is nice. But I've had this pain since I was 19, man. It's not like it's just was just a short, you know, turn in the pan, man. This is most of my life, 50, close to 50 years. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping. I can't say it either. Uh, Jake's still up. Wow. Is it late? It's late, right? It's got to be. And Jake, you're coming back Mayish? 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 I got to try to put something together. We need to put something together when everybody comes back. I'm sure that, hey, retired, how you doing? David, what you up to? Um, maybe do some kind of a meetup or something when Robert comes back. I promised myself I got another, multiple entry pass on my visa. I didn't use the 3,800 I spent the year before. So I want to go to Laos. I want to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Cambodia. I want to go to the Philippines. So if I have to go by myself, I'm going to go by myself. Not that big of a deal, I'm just not. I just want to travel a little bit, but we'll see. Eat what you want. Doctors go overboard. Want you to eat. I dropped 100 pounds a year. Went into feedings. Well, I'll tell you what. I did. I need to do a little bit of exercise. I think I'm eating okay. I'm trying to get kind of a balance of some vegetables and stuff. I probably eat way more carbs than I need to. But I think this oseptic or whatever the hell, I can never say it right. I think Brock was in here and broke it down, so that I could read it. But anyway, I think it's helping. So we'll see if I actually get to the gym and do some light stuff, and it would be good for me to get into. Like I said, I need to get into a rhythm. I got to get into something that I get up, I do this. I go to the gym, I do an hour and a half there, then come back and do whatever. I've got to get into a routine. So we'll see what happens. Hey Scott, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, exactly. But like even my doctor though, Al, he's a hard guy, and he did send me to a guy. But I've had enough. I've had five surgeries, and all of them painful. Especially the ACL on my left knee was a nightmare from hell. But we'll have to see. Yeah, and I got to get in the pool. Pool's almost done. That's what else I got to do today. I've got to go and get some chlorine, and I just got to vacuum it. Everything's done. The leak's been found and fixed. It's ready to go in, and Sarin is heating up. So during those December, January, February, my time of the year, the cool weather, it's a cold son of a bitch to get in. Oh, some cold son of a gun to get in. Can I edit that out? No, this is live. Um, but uh, during the now for the next 8 months or whatever, it's wide open, and I can get in there and walk around, do do some exercises in the water, which I do. So, yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's it. You know, get into some kind of shape because being a fat bastard is really weighing on me. As I get a little pun in there, but it is. I need to. It's every ounce that I carry is makes my knees more painful, regardless of what condition they're in. So I need to. I need to get that. Need to get that fixed one way or another. Just losing the weight will take away a lot of the pain. And to take away the pain, I can walk further. And stuff like that. So we'll have to see. The way to start is what I've been doing, not shoving as much crap in my pie hole as possible, and stop making the cheesecakes. Every time I make the cheesecake, now the kids are gonna want me to make a cheesecake when they come home. I'm just gonna have to show some self control. And like I said, I think about the stuff and the crap that I've eaten in my life. You know, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box. I got to eat all that shit for 68 years. So now I'm gonna have to pay my dues and eat a little bit smarter for the twilight of my life. Yeah, that's what they tell me, Rob. And I think it's true. If you want to be a fat bastard, if you want to eat crap and stuff like that, hey, God bless you. I just won't, probably be seeing you for as long a period as I could. But I got great doctors, and like I say, I can't say enough. If there's people that are watching this or that are going to watch it and have any kind of a problem thinking that Thailand is a third world country and their medical, they're in the Stone Age, they put the USA to shame, man. Most of the places in the USA, like I said, I was at the best Stanford. I watched this one be treated like a queen and state of the art crap and. In their leukemia wing. Just unbelievable. And the stuff that I got right here in our private hospital in Surin from the doctors and the care and everything, I got as good, if not better, than any Thai person that was in there. And wouldn't want it any other way. They saved my life numerous times, multiple doctors, and it shouldn't even be, you shouldn't be worried about that at all. Think about how much money you're going to spend, get a budget together, and how you can get to the point of retirement. But worrying about that, and then your medical insurance is a big part, and your how you're going to live your lifestyle and how much money you're going to budget in for your lifestyle. People will ask you all day, me all day long, everybody else on the internet, how much money do I need to retire in Thailand? Well, you can live it. I showed it before at a thousand US dollars. Would it be my ideal? No. Would it be for me versus sucking off, some of my family in the United States? I'd be in Thailand, you know. But like I said, that ideal, my number in my mind is that $2,500 figure. And like I said, if you're in the United States and you worked, pretty much your whole life and had a pretty good paying job, you're going to be right there between 2 and 25, and you can definitely have a good life here. If you were really worried, my wife does, like a couple of times I said, well, I'd like to buy let's build on 100 rye or a bigger piece of land. And well, that's too far from the hospital and too far from my work. So it was kind of selfish on her part. She didn't want to drive, a half hour, 45 minutes to go to work when she's only 10 minutes away. And she didn't want me to be a half hour, 45 minutes from the hospital if something happened. So, but you could be in a place like Pattaya, stuff like that in Jantiem close, and they have Bangkok Hospital and all that kind of stuff there. They got a lot of good hospitals. I think they got a Bangkok hospital in Hua Hin, Hua Hin. They got a Bangkok hospital there. All these places are top notch, and you're going to get the best care or as good a care as any place that I know of that I've been in the United States. Uh, and like I said, I wouldn't put that on the thing. Oh, I'm not going to go because of this. And again, if you're thinking that Thailand is a third world country, I don't think Thailand's a third world country. I think their infrastructure and their internet's better than the United States. Put it that way. Do I run across potholes occasionally? Yeah, occasionally. But I say that 90% of the roads that I've been riding on, the major highways here in Thailand, they're constantly working on and constantly making them better. Hey, hey, get over here. Get over here. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Luckily, you guys had me move that camera. I would have never. I probably would have saw her. But anyway, you if you feel that way, that you're like Rob. I know had problems with his heart. Has heart problems. I would stay in Hua Hin or Pattaya or something like that, close to a hospital, and still have for me, ocean is a big thing. So if I was single right now, my guess I'd probably be leaning more towards Hua Hin than probably either that or the outskirts of Pattaya, Jantiam area, maybe Rayong, down in that area. But close enough to where you are down in Hua Hin. I imagine you could get a nice condo, maybe even overlook in the water if Maui or somebody is here that's in Hua Hin. How far, if you were staying in a nice condo overlooking the water, how far are you from the Bangkok hospital? 10 minutes? Somebody enlighten me a little bit. But you can get close. And it should be a major concern to some people that are like me. I don't consider myself a total freaking basket case, but I'm not the picture of health, but I could be, if I get moving in the right direction, I could make my life a lot easier. But I think my wife's right. It's not. I wouldn't say move out to the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Ralph had to go to work. Hate it when that happens. Go for 65 if you're still here. Forget about 67. Tell your wife she needs to reconsider. Let's see. I'm imagining that Pattaya has the second biggest lake. No, wait, I don't know what that is. You probably spelled it right, and I'm correcting you. Palyai has the second biggest lake in Thailand, and the new 2-bedroom house rents for 4,000. I'm imagining that's 4,000 baht. Really, a month? Can't beat that. Nothing wrong with that area either. I like Phuket. Uh, I got no problem at all with Phuket. Anything in Phuket. I almost in between going to Koh Chang with my friends and going. I was going to fly them into Phuket and then stay there and travel around there. But it was going to be harder. They wanted to come and stay a couple of days at the house, and it would have been harder for me to juggle around. So this time they'll come back again. Their retirement age. My friend is, his wife's younger, but he's my age. But I got no problem. I think a lot of people were trying to steer you away from Phuket, saying expensive. It is expensive, but I liked it. Close to each other. Okay. Yeah, you know what I was looking? I think it's this weekend. It's probably too close. Mitch is back in. I see him. Uh, there's a big koi show in Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai. I don't know which one. I shared it on my Facebook. I would have liked to have gone to that. I got to look and see when the dates are because if it's feasible, I might still fly there. So I'll let you know, Mitch. I'll look and say what it see what it is. But I think it was Chiang Rai. Maybe it was Mai. I don't know. Like I always get them screwed up. I have to look, and I don't know. Let's go. Let me go to my. Let's see. And that's not working. Facebook home. There we go. Go here. Let's see if it's still on here. There it is. Okay. Can you guys see that? Hold on. Got a nice picture of Randy right on there. Let me change my. Let me get rid of this screen. Let me go over here. Share screen. Share screen. Come on. Facebook. There it is. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it says, oh, March 15th and 16th, and it's in Chiang. What does that say? Chiang Mai. Where are you close to? Are you Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai, Mitch? 15 and 16. Let me write that down if I can find my freaking pencil. I redid the trailer again. I think I'm going to do that. I got 80,000 bought and about 20,000 to register. So I am on my budget. So let's see. Okay, March 15th and 16th. Is that you? Is that you, Mitch? Chiang Mai, or are you Chiang Rai? Where's Mitch? He's still here. Can you hear me or see me? So what I was saying is I drew it again. Look at that. And I did get a price, and I got a really lightweight on a trailer. So I figured out the budget is right here. And you can see that figure down there, 77,100. That includes a 24 volt 100 amp hour battery, a 550 watt bendable panel, solar panel, a 24 volt air conditioner, a 12 volt converter, a tent, the rooftop pop up tent, and battery monitor, the whole deal, except for registration. And when I did talk to the guy that sold me my trailer, he said he could do it. I think he said about 20, so I'm hoping I can get him to do it for maybe 15. Maybe he'll do me a favor, and I think it would be awesome. We'll see. Mitch, are you here? Mitch, calling Mitch. He said he's an hour from home. Are you driving? I just want to know if you're in Chiang. Does anybody know, is Mitch in Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai? Because that was Chiang Mai, right? I already forgot about it. Yeah, it's in Chiang Mai. Does anybody know, is Mitch in Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai? Either way, they're kind of close. But did I put Chiang Mai? I didn't put Chiang Mai. Let me put that on here too. MAI. I think I can fly from Buriram to Udon, and from Udon to Chiang Mai. I'll have to find out, but that's pretty close, right? 15th. What's the date? Today's the 8th, right? Anybody know? Today's the 8th. So what did I say it was? The 15th and the 16th. So it's next Saturday and Sunday. So I could fly out on the 14th and come back on the 17th. I'm going to check into that. Mitch, can you hear me? He is in Chiang Rai. So how far is Chiang Mai from Chiang Rai? I'll have to see where it's at. Where did it say it is? It is at the Central Central Chiang Mai Airport, Chiang Mai Hall. Huh. I'm gonna have to check into that. I got to make that bigger somehow. I can't see. I mean, and I've got it on a big, about an hour and a half. Well, that's not too fast. I'll make it to come see Mitch before he makes it to come see me. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I don't know if you saw that, Mitch. I got a week from today in Chiang Mai. They have a koi show, so I might take off by myself and go there. I'm gonna look and see. You check flights all the time. Can I fly out of Buriram to Udon, and from Udon to Chiang Mai? I'll have to check it out. But he's away now. Yeah, he's here. They are close. Yeah, hour or so. As I was said, hour and a half. Is that what somebody said? He's right. For a wedding. Okay, that's where you said that big lake was, right? Ah, cool. I'll let you know. It's been 2 hours, the magic 2 hours and 2 minutes, 44 seconds. So we still got 17 people. You guys are awesome. You can tell I can't bend my finger. Another pain, and it locks. And you wake up every day when you get older to a new something or other. You're the designated driver. But yeah, to get back onto the other stuff, if you're watching this and you don't worry about the infrastructure, don't worry about the medical, unless you're 90, okay? But if you're in that retirement age, 60, 60 to 65, you can get insurance. Even at 70, you can still get insurance. It's going to cost you more. But, you know, don't let anything deter you. Definitely take, I want to say 3 months, but it only took me 2 weeks. I was here 2 weeks and I knew this is where I was going to stay. Went home, packed up two big suitcases, a backpack, and a carry on, and um, took off. Been here ever since. Mm. Six lobsters. There's a lobster place I got to check out in town, too. Now I'm starting to get hungry. What time is it? So, anyway, Mitch, um, there's a koi show a week from today and tomorrow in Chiang Mai. So I'm going to look and see if there's a way that I don't have to jump through Bangkok to get there. If I can go through Udon, um, I'll see if there's a way to get that way and find out. Like I said, it's at the, what did I say? Kind of Chiang Mai Hall, Central Chiang Mai Airport, Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I guess, oh, it's got a thing I could click on. Oh, now I can see it. Yeah. Okay. Central Chiang Mai Airport. Maybe that's of course, if they probably already got rooms or probably already taken up, but I'm going to take a look at it. I might do that. Yeah, don't do that. I'll be running in the house getting something to eat. give me a give me a little while. Um, yeah, me too. But there's a lobster place that actually Bobby and Jai pointed out when we were over that hamburger joint, and I finally found it. There's like a lobster metal thing out front on springs or something, and said it's expensive, but they have lobster there. But he thought that he got screwed. So, but he thinks that he picked a lobster out and they gave him a dead one. I would just watch it all the way through. I want to see you kill my lobster. Do you understand? You know some great hotels. Cool. Do you know? Is that a hotel? Do you know? David? That Central Chiang Mai Airport? I could actually look. Oh, somebody's delivering me something. Let's see. What did I say it was? Central Chiang Mai Airport. Oh, let's see what they say here. Come on. Let me talk. Chiang Mai Hall, Central Chiang Mai Airport. I guess not. Anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you, David. Let me get back here. Maine lobster. Yeah, I agree with that. My family's over in Connecticut and Boston and over there on the East Coast. So and I've had Maine lobster and they are good. What I like about them is not. No, it's a mall. So that they're having the actual show in the mall. So what I'll have to do is pull that up on on Google and see where it's at, and then see what's around there. That's a nice hotel. Cool. All right. It's been 2 hours, 7 minutes, 49 seconds. I think I've had enough. Everybody, oh, the puppies are there. You want another helicopter shot? Oh, where are they? What am I doing? What am I doing? Huh. Okay, I'm screwing up. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to make everybody sick. There they are. And they're eating. They do what they do best. Eat. All right, let me get that off. Let me put this here. All right, everyone. I want to thank everybody for watching. You guys are awesome. I will say to everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And we'll do it again on Wednesday at 8 a.m. I will catch you all on the next one. See you.